Hello, Rebecca Fiorello here, going to take you through this mini lesson Google site that will instruct students on the entire unit of transformations of geometric shapes. Great if a student is absent or as a replacement, like student-centered way to teach this topic. So this is the landing page, just has the title, and then the arrow will imply that you should scroll down, and it just has a nice summary of what this entire website is, what a transformation is, the four different types: translation, reflection, rotation, dilation. Shows kind of like a very zoomed out explanation of what these four transformations are, like how a shape can be manipulated and the names. And then at the bottom, it says learn more about these four types. The following pages start now with translations. So it'll take you through the four types: translations, reflections, rotations, and dilations. And those are all on the top navigation page if you need to go through that way. So each page has a similar layout. It has a title, kind of fun gift there, and a description of what the geometric transformation is. So we have translations, just moving an object. Then it will have the class notes presented as a Google slideshow. So that would be good if a student was absent. Those notes are filled in, and some notation. Translations are pretty simple, so there's not too much information on those. So then the students will move on to the next transformation, which is a reflection. So we have a description of what a reflection is, and then an interactive tool here. So I embedded a Desmos applet that shows you the line of reflection and how you can change the shape. So this is good for students to discover what a reflection should look like with a pre-image and an image. Talking about some notation, this is a summary of the point mappings that should make sense to the students after they read and take notes. Two videos from the internet about just graphing lines because they need help with graphing the line of reflection because they're always given a line of reflection and sometimes they don't really remember from Algebra 1. And then this is a worked out example from me explaining how to reflect. I believe it's about 6 minutes long. When you click on the practice, it takes you to a PDF of practice they can do, and the answers are there and print out. So it says, after you've watched the above videos, taken notes, and completed the practice, please move on to rotations. So that's pretty much the main idea of each page. Summary here, the notes in a slide. Here's another interactive tool where they can change the degree of rotation and just get a better understanding of the visual. And they can change the center of rotation. My class personally just does the origin. And they can see how that rotation looks. And they can even change the shape. This is just such a cool page that I embedded. I think it's really good for visualizing the rotations. Here's a summary of the notes. And then I have another about 8-minute video of me explaining rotations in 3 different ways. Both the point mapping, I use a rectangle method, and talking about the circles. There's a practice, so just more problems. Only recording the tab. So it does open in a new tab, so it won't show you that. And then lastly, you'll go to dilations. So an explanation, an interactive tool to get a better idea of what dilations look like, how they have a scale factor, how you can change the center point, that's the purple, how you can change the shape that's being dilated. Right? If you have a dilation factor of 1, it's going to stay the same. If it's more than 1, it's going to get bigger away from the center, and if it's less than 1, it's going to get smaller towards the center. Some notation, and then this is what I was just discussing with the scale factor, the notes. And then here's my assessment for this. You have the practice, that's for the students. But as far as assessment and data you can actually collect as a teacher, have the students log in here and play a solo game. So you can start the game. It's pretty fun. Pretty cool website. Oh, it's Christmas themed. So scale factor lesson 1 means reduction. Right? And it will assess that for them and you'll get the report, which is cool. Oh, that's pretty small. So, and then you can do that A, B, C, D kind of thing. Okay, so let me exit the game. And then we have a teacher page. Just with the objectives, some standards, and that's a lesson.